Well, hi, welcome everybody. My name is Claudia, and I want to welcome you to our kitchen. So today we're gonna make a very traditional dish that we make back home. So we're gonna make white pozole. I know all of you like this. We have all the ingredients here. So we need the pork and a little bony, and I need the cabbage, and I need radishes and onions, avocados. We need the lemon. Of course, we can mix our spices, garlic, and our tostadas, because we eat it with tostadas. This is something that we make back home, like in this time of Christmas. Actually, like right now, just with all these smells and everything here, is just like remind me about whenever we just together at grandma's house and just pitch in and sit around the table waiting for a big bowl of pozole. You can make it red, it's optional. You don't have to pour the red sauce into the soup. We're gonna make it on the side, and then we can add it as we like. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna heat up the water. I would really encourage you guys to come and see us here at Ken's. I'll be cooking in this induction cooktop. This is one of the more innovative piece. Is where all the cooking is going to be come down to. So we're going to do our pan, probably half of water, and then we're going to pour our pork. Okay. Just for a little bit of flavor, we're gonna add like 2 big cloves of garlic and a half onion and half. And this is like a mix of spices. This has like a lot of leaves. It has, I think there's a whole cumin. It has dry cilantro. So you can buy the little package of the mixed spices. So you're just gonna just a little bit on it. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of salt, probably like a tablespoon, and then we're gonna let it run. I'm gonna put it in high, and then we're gonna cover it. So with this, what we make the sauce with is the dry chilies. They are very different types of dried chilies that you can use for the sauce. Like the California ones, they're very spicy. So you want to make sure you use the pasilla dried chili, and that is not spicy at all. That would just add color and flavor to the sauce. Okay, so we're also gonna do it with a couple of garlic and a half of onion, and then we're also gonna let it run. And you see how cool this is? You can do it either like touch, or you can just do it by hand. This is so cool and so safe. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna sit and wait until this is get boiled and stuff. We have our hominy. We're gonna use some hominy on our pozole. This is gonna give it the nice warm consistency, and it's gonna give it a lot of flavor as well. It's just very similar to the menudo, but the menudo, many people don't like it because it's with the cow stomach. People don't like it, but this is more of a traditional dish back home. Now, meanwhile you wait, that's when you're gonna have the time to do some shopping. So we have our cabbage, and we have our radishes and onions. Do some lemons, and the avocados is optional. That is just for to top your dish. Once you serve everything and you pour everything into the bowl, that is just to top your dish. So in the meantime, we're just gonna hold tight and we just wait. All right, I'll get back to you soon. Then we're just gonna go and thin it out a little bit as it boils, like all this. And then if you get some of the spices out, we can always add more. So we want our stew to be very clean. So see how fast that is coming up. So probably we're gonna have to end up doing this maybe like a couple of times, just to make sure that our soup is gonna be clean and thin. Okay, so this one is done. This is gonna be the peppers that we're gonna make our sauce with. And like I said, it only has onion, it has garlic, and the peppers. And you see how cool it is? Induction is just so fascinating. It was boiling just a minute ago. Then just as I lower it down, it just completely just like goes down on the heat. That is the convenience and the safety way to cook with induction, where you would not either overheat or burn your food. Whenever you lower it down or when you turn it off, it is off. And the more common ones, the electric ones, you turn them off and it takes a minute before they either cool down. And you can even leave your pan on the stove and you come back and it's either dry or it's burned because it didn't properly, turn off like this particular one. So now that this one is done, we're just gonna set it aside, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend it, and then we're gonna go ahead and strain it. When we're gonna save it. So whenever our pozole is done, then we can pour some in there. As you can see, we thin it up a little bit so there's not so much fat around it. Now we're just gonna let it go and just let it cook for probably another half hour to 45 minutes until it's tender, nice and tender. Then we'll add the hominy. So in the meantime, let's just work on our sauce. So just gonna pour that in here. And then we're just gonna do maybe like half of the juice on it. This is how we make our sauce from scratch. Okay, so we're gonna strain it all of it. And like I said, make sure you're using the pasilla, because if you use the California one, it's gonna be very, very, very spicy. Unless you're up for the challenge. So this is a nice thing of making things from scratch. You can add the spices that you like, the flavors, and you can make it as you want, if you want it thick or very thin. So now this is how it is. We just set this one aside so for whenever the pozole is ready, then we can add some color and flavor to it. We put our meat to get tender. Now it's nice, soft, and tender. All of our meat is. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and freshen up a little bit with more seasoning, because we're gonna go ahead and add the hominy and more juice. Okay, so we want to freshen up with more season so our juice can, get that flavor out. So we're gonna get the mixed seasonings. Then we're gonna add these little leaves, and then let's put oregano. We cannot miss the oregano. It's a very big key in the flavor of the pozole and menudo and all of the dishes. And just gonna put it as a whole, probably like a teaspoon in there. There you go. Then here's the best part. We're gonna add the hominy. We're gonna add a whole can of it. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and stir it thoroughly. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, beautiful. Yes. Then I'm going to add more juice. Put all about there. Then we're gonna add a little bit of salt. About another teaspoon. It's just to the taste. It's how much you want in it. So then you're gonna add your fresh onion and garlic, so you can get the fresh seasoning to the hominy and the new water in the soup. All right. So we're gonna leave it at that. And we're gonna cover up and we're just gonna let it boil probably for another 25 minutes. And it's gonna be done. All right. So we have that. Now, one of the things that I want to talk to you about, guys, is that, we're gonna have our big opening pretty soon. We're moving. We're gonna go to the old Shopko, and I want to invite you guys to come over and check us out whenever that process comes along, whenever that takes place. We really want you guys to come and see us. We're gonna have a lot of goodies. We're gonna have furniture. We're gonna have a lot of new stuff, from lamps, from bed sets, couches, and of course we're gonna be doing our next video. It's gonna the cooking is gonna be in the new place. So why don't you, in your comments or in your posts, can you tell me what you guys want me to cook next time, and maybe I can make that happen. If you guys like what you see, maybe we can do, I don't know, chile rellenos. We can do like I don't know, menudo. We can make menudo. Frijoles charros. We can make tostadas. Just comment it, and we can see what we can choose, so we can cook over in the new place. All right. And again, we're going to be using our induction cooktop. This is more innovation to our home. This is a style and innovation to our home. Why? Because at the long run, you're gonna save a lot of energy, and it's safe for your family. So a lot of customers are like, well, you need a special pots and pans. No, as long as the magnets stick into the bottom of your pan, then it's good to go. This one is not so special, no fanciful pot, but hey, it's induction friendly. Now, we have a great deal going on right now in Kent. So we have our Black November. We have great deals. We have great prices. We have great bundles. You guys should come and check us out and see. We are doing our moving sale. So come and see us and see if we can get you a new kitchen suite. All right. So this is all very nice and tender. The hominy is already in there. The fresh spices, the onion and the garlic, they already added some flavor to the juice and to the hominy. All right, so now what we're gonna do is that we add a little pinch of salt and a little bit of oregano to our sauce, and we're just gonna warm it up so this can mix all together. The salt, just like a teaspoon of salt, and oregano. And that just gives it just a little bit extra flavor. So every time I make something like this, it reminds me of back home. It reminds me about mom, my grandma, because that's when the family gets like together, when we make these soups, these pozole, menudo, beef stew, things like this. But this one we use it a lot on the holidays. So now that the holidays are coming, this kind of give you an idea and an option of what to surprise your family with. Something warm, something that it doesn't have to be spicy, and with a lot of flavor, and very, very good. So we're just gonna warm this up a little bit. And usually what this would take probably like 2 to 3 hours to prepare, to cook. Induction cooktop, induction ranges work so great. It shortens your time. The meat was done probably in about 45 minutes after we put it on the pot. All of that was just adding some more seasonings and adding the hominy in there. So it's fast, it's convenient, it's safe, and it's innovation. It's a piece that you cannot miss having at home. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get a bowl, and first serve a first bowl. Once this is just warmed up a little bit, Okay, so there's two ways that you can serve it. You can serve it so you can make it red or just white. So what we have here, we're just gonna serve it just a little bit of these at a time. Just a little piece of meat. Some hominy. And then we can put the vegetables in it. That we use cabbage. And then radishes. And then we use onion. Then we can top it with a little bit of avocado. There you go. Then we can serve it with a lemon. And these at home we eat it with tostadas. And this is how you can do it white. Now we can do the red one. Then we add some salsa. And these will add color to your juice with the tostada. And there you have it. So thank you so much. You can, like I said, you can make these ones in your holidays, in any cold day. You can either white or you can make your sauce on the side and make it red. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, comment on the bottom what you want me to cook next time, and then whenever we make the big move, then we can cook your recipe. My favorite holiday to spend with family is Christmas. It brings us all together, and we remember our loved ones in many ways. I want to wish you all very, very happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Muchas felicidades en estas fiestas. Feliz Navidad. Y vamos a seguir con nuestras tradiciones. And this is our part of that tradition, and we're just going to continue with it. All right, thank you.